I would go over the patch notes real quick and just talk about everything. So I'm gonna do that right now. So if you want to know what I think about the patch notes, here we go. Okay, quick patch notes review from the top. A new Barak. Cooldown increased, whatever, you know, it's still good hero. Small nerfs is nice though. Cooldown reduced, so very small nerfs, that's fine, whatever. A noob still OP. Cooldown increased from 8 to 9. Healing amount, I haven't tried this yet, so I'm not too sure. I still feel like I would pick the Globe talent over this level 1 personally, but we'll see. Mal'Ganis, cooldown reduced from 9 to 8 mana cost. Mal'Ganis I think was already okay, so this is not a big buff, but slightly better now. I will not be sad if I see a Mal'Ganis tank. As long as the guy knows what he's doing, I think Mal'Ganis tank is anywhere from okay to great now. Bruiser, Artanis, armor bonus 20 to 30. That is a lot of armor. Cooldown reduction increased. I mean, it is a lot of armor, but Artanis probably still Artanis. The E build looks a little bit better, but it's still Artanis. Not that big of a difference. Still Artanis, boys. Alright, Chen. I think Chen got pretty good buff here. This doesn't feel that much better to me personally. The delay reduction from 1.5 to 1.25, I said this earlier, it really doesn't feel that different, okay? I feel like if they wanted to make it feel good, like most people want there to be like no delay, right? I think they needed to make the delay 0 or zero point 0.5. 0 to 0.5 would make the ability feel good. I think anything above 0.5 is still gonna feel clunky. So I still think it feels clunky, but we take what we can get. You know, it's a small buff, small step towards the right direction, in my opinion. Mm, so that's nice. The slow is more weighted towards the 40% too, so another small buff there. This is cool. If they buff this talent one more time, it might compete. Right now, I still don't think Fresh's Ingredients is anywhere close to being as good as Eye of the Tiger. They need to add like a third functionality for me to think that this is comparable to Eye of the Tiger. This one is still god awful. This one is like maybe if it was like 5%. Even then, I don't know if I would take it. Uh, this is nice. Maybe situational now. Still not better than accumulating flames though. I don't think this is ever better than accumulating flames. Maybe if they buff this one more time. Keg is nice. Get armor now. Cooldown reduction. I already thought Keg was good. Everyone else thinks Keg is awful. So I'll take it. This is an underrated talent. Underrated talent got buffed. Pretty good. I'm probably gonna go this more often. Uh, let's see. Celerity armor is nice. I haven't tried it too much. For my thoughts on Chen is like stagger is a really complete ability. You just don't need the stagger upgrades because it's already so good baseline. You don't need it to be better. So I don't think you really need celerity. I don't think you need the level 7 E upgrade either, just because stagger already does what it needs to do. It stops you from dying. You don't need it to be any better. So I'd rather have other upgrades at 716. Okay, Imperius, pretty big changes, sort of. They changed the whatever. This is like the same thing. They put the mark healing into the base passive, which is a big deal because you always pick the healing no matter what. So this feels nicer. They nerfed the mark a little bit, but it's okay. The heal makes it pretty nice. Level 1, I still think you go the passive 2.5% no matter what. This one is not good enough to compete with that one. This one is still not good enough. So I still think the 2.5% passive Imperius level 1 is by far the best. Uh, for the rest of these, I still have to test all these. I'm not really sure. Obviously, press forward is like lane domination now. It's so insane in the lane. So if you just want to win lane, you can do that. I think 7 you still want whatever, it's fine. Probably wave clear, but the other ones are fine too. I think Valeera's Pursuit at 16 is a big one. The plus 25 armor and the ability to Vorpal onto someone on Imperius is really good when it's not at the 20 talent tier. And they moved the other really good level 16 away, so you don't have the competing 50 armor isn't competing at level 16 anymore. So I actually think Valeera's Pursuit might be the best one on this tier now. Needs more testing though. I have no idea about 20. I don't think this is good. I already said why. We went in try mode. Your basic combo for Imperius is QWE, and your Q stuns yourself for 1 second. So for the first second, you can't do anything, even if they're full marked, right? So reality, you only get 2 seconds, which if they're not moving is exactly 2 auto attacks at max stacks before it fades away. So this is just not, in my opinion, not good enough for a 20 talent. You still go with like ulti upgrade or something. Sonya, HP buff, yeah, cool story, bro. I don't know. Maybe pick Sonya some more. That's good. That's good. Check pronunciations. I'm ESL, baby. What do you want from me? Uh, Erel has a lot of changes. I actually didn't read too many of these. What is this? Can now be used on Erel. Wow, that's nice. Hand of Freedom is really nice now. If you can self-cleanse root, that's really nice. Also move speed bonus. What else did they do? Move speed increased by 5%. Instead of being slowed while charging, she quadruples the bonus. Right, so do you just move really freaking fast when you have a W charge now? Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I have to test that. Not sure. We'll see. What else did they do? They just buff like the underused talents, it looks like, huh? Yeah, that's nice. Not much to say about that, honestly. The talents will just be a little bit better. And enemy heroes who are slowed by... Okay. Still not better than grenade talent, so whatever. Dose supplied with Sleeping Dart increased from 3 to 4. Cool. Maybe this will have some use someday. I think they'll have to change more of Anna's kit, but this might have some use one day. Uh, Bonus area of grenade reduced. That's nice. Maybe people will start taking some other talent now. The 100% was just stupid. 100% was actually just stupid. Now that it's this small, maybe people will take some other talent now. I don't know though. 25% is still not bad. They'll probably still take this one, but step in the right direction. Also, Anna's really bad level 1 didn't get changed, which is kind of funny. The passive level 1 that's like totally useless didn't get changed. Alright. This doesn't do anything. Okay, cool. Anduin, no changes. Rhaegar, Totemic Projection move to level 7. Cute, but you need cleanse, so not cute. Okay. Also reduces the cost of chain heal from 55 to 40. Didn't they move this to the 13? I thought they moved this to the 13. I think this one's at 13 now. Yeah, this is supposed to be 13, and it's good. I think that makes it a much better 13 talent, because it's 2 and 1. Medivh, Mystic Assault. This is something I'm going to try later. 50% is a lot. This is where I start trying to be hyper carry Medivh again. I think this 50% might be better than Force of Will, the AoE explode damage. I'm gonna try this. This seems good. My man Arcane is still in there. Arcane's still in there. Okay. Arcane Brilliance with a K. Arcane with a K. That's also nice. I already picked Arcane Brilliance anytime I didn't need Wave Clear. So anytime I didn't pick the Wave Clear talent, I usually picked Arcane Brilliance. Okay, Medivh Cheats is pretty good too, but so I think this is good, and they just made it better. It's nice. You just before the team fight, you just press the button on top of your team. Your whole team does 15% more damage, you know, and they have mana. Illidan buff's pretty big. I want to try Illidan soon. Didn't get a chance today, but probably try it soon. 20% movement speed for 3 seconds is insane. Okay. This means Illidan is going to be permanently 20% movement speed, or he's going to have a W, or he's going to have a Q, or he's going to have his ult. So I actually think Rapid Chase is really good potential. I need to test it. Haven't tested, but I think this is spicy. I want to try this. This should reward good players. Not to mention we already have a 10% move speed boost on every hero, so this makes him even faster. Reflexive block number from 2 to 3. 3 is like a lot more than 2, okay? This might not read like much, but this is like a 50% increase. So like they increased this by 50%. This talent might be, I think this talent used to be 3 a long time ago and it was too good. That's why they nerfed it to 2. I think when it's back at 3, it's going to be really good again. Obviously against the right heroes, against auto attackers, but uh, Fiery brand, no one's going to do that still. Blades, this is a good quality of life thing that once you pick it, you can just use it. That's going to make Blades picked a lot more often than the Q talent, I think. Blades will probably be more picked more often. Nice quality of life change as well. I think Illidan will be a lot better. I think this is a huge buff. You know how they said it as a small buff? I think this is pretty big. I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. Maev. Spirit Vengeance increased. Okay, that's cute, but whatever. You know, that's whatever. Bonds of Corruption now reduces armor by 10 for 4 seconds. That's nice. The other two talents are sometimes picked. I think this is the one that no one ever picks. So 10 armor AoE is not bad. I still don't think I would pick it, but I think there's an argument for this now. Maybe. Maybe. 3 is 50% more than 2. The genius of Fan. That's me. That's me. Okay, Valeera. I actually just didn't read Valeera too much. What'd they even change? Initiative. 15% movement speed. Okay, maybe there can be an initiative build. I used to try initiative, but the lack of a slow was kind of really annoying. Maybe you can go initiative build now. I don't know though. I have to try. No one's gonna go Fatal Finesse. I don't think Fatal Finesse is good enough. I don't think this is enough of a buff. Maybe. This is kind of a big buff. I don't know. I'll have to try. Valeera changes, I'm just gonna have to try. It's too weird. I have to actually play it. Can't tell on paper. Okay, Zeratul. We did try Zeratul. W build Zeratul still feels exactly like W build Zeratul. I think W build Zeratul is still gonna be just fine. Raven plays the crap out of W build Zeratul, and it's annoying. So if you get good at that, it's still gonna be good. Not as good as Q build. I think Q build's gonna change. I think Wormhole, like I said, Wormhole against CC that's instant or near instant, like Brightwing Polymorph, Taunt, ETC Power Slide. You can't play Wormhole into those anymore. If they're good, they're always gonna hit you before you can Wormhole back. So I think level 7 people will probably change to Seeker in the Dark, but I think they will still play Q build. I think they'll play Q build, Seeker in the Dark. And sometimes W build. So I think that's what's going to happen to Zeratul. I talked a little bit about Sentence to Death. I haven't tried it too much, but I don't like the way this was changed because they reduced the damage burst, but they also, so basically instead of 30% damage bonus for 1 second, it is now 25% damage bonus for 4 seconds, which technically is better, but I think that makes it the game worse because what it does is in high level games, you're not gonna be a Zeratul 4 seconds in the enemy team just smacking someone. So the 4 seconds doesn't matter at high levels of play. Because at high levels of play, you can only get 1 second of damage off anyways, most of the time. So what that's gonna mean is this Zeratul is gonna become more strong in lower levels of play. So it's gonna be like the Tracer Nova or Tracer Old Nova effect, where I think lower league players are gonna have a really bad time because they cannot punish the Zeratul, and it's gonna be really strong in lower leagues where Zeratul is just sticking on you and smacking you for 4 seconds. So I kind of think if this becomes strong, it's gonna be toxic in lower level play, but unplayable in higher level play, which I think is not good design. So that's my thoughts on that. Okay, False Dad. Updraft buff. That's nice. Secret weapon buff. That's nice. Okay, well, that's like whatever. It's really not that big of a deal. Greymane, biggest buff I think is auto attack damage. 8 auto attack damage from a ranged hero. It's really nice. I think this will scale too over time, right? Curse Bullet is nice as well, but is really whatever. I think the auto attack damage is by far the biggest buff for Greymane. I don't think anyone's gonna use Q build. It's not nearly good enough to make Q build a thing. Mephisto, so I personally think Anger was like amazing, and the fact that they combined it, I think Mephisto is gonna be a lot better. I'm gonna take Shard of Hate at 13. I know a lot of people go different builds. There's a lot of good talents at 13. I'm gonna go Shard of Hate at 13 from now on though, and I'm gonna take like the Q talents, or Q at 1 or something. Just the thing about Mephisto was you either got your cooldown through Q build by finishing the Q quest, or you got your cooldown reduction through auto attacks with the auto attack build. So I haven't played it yet, but the fact that I can now get cooldown reduction by finishing Q quest at 1, and I'll still get all the cooldown reduction from the auto attack build, like it makes me think I'll literally just have no cooldowns ever if I finish both of those. So I think that's really good. I have to test it, but this is really big buff, I think. Orphea, Q build damage. Okay, that's cool. E build damage. Cool, but I don't think anyone will ever use this one. What is this? Oh, they keep buffing Q build. If they keep buffing it, it might actually become a thing. I think Q build's getting. I don't know, dude. They're buffing it so much. It might actually be a thing now, but hard to tell. Have to play it. Uh, Vala. Okay, Vala health increased. Really nice. They buffed. They buffed my Vala. I'm happy. I got movement speed increased too. You already know there's gonna be a lot of fan Vala in the future. Caltrops, yeah, no one's gonna play that really, so that's whatever. This one's big. Oh, I've totally forgot. I would have played Vala if I remembered this one. I totally forgot. Okay, 15% spell power is a really big deal. That might make Vala super good. If you go like Q or W build, that's super good. 15% spell power, and then I run strafe almost all the time, right? But 15% spell power is good with both ults. For Vala, your 16 talent tier is usually the place where you get extra damage. And it's interesting because the only extra damage you could get at 16 was Manticore. So in situations where you didn't need Manticore, where they had no high HP targets, you couldn't get more damage at that tier. But now you can. So now if they have like a Tyrael, a Nubarak, like just, main tanks that don't have a lot of HP and you don't need Manticore, you have another option that gives you way more damage. So just like Vala can do even more damage now, which is insane. Definitely gonna test that. I think that's a huge buff. I would take this over Frost Shot any day, I think. Oh, you would take Frost Shot? Well, not any day. Frost Shot is insane, but for the way I play Vala, I would take more damage over more CC. Frost Shot is insane though. Frost Shot is really good. I would take this over Frost Shot for the way I play Vala for sure. I tend to 1v5 and a lot. Need more damage. Uh, remove Hammer from ARAM. I know y'all are hella happy about that one. This was a much needed change, I think. Hanamura, the Swordsman Camp respawn is good because Swordsman Camp is literally the most valuable objective on Hanamura. I think Hanamura still has a problem though. I think the objectives are completely worthless. The objective literally does one wall and half a fort. One wall and half a fort, and you can spend like 5 minutes on the darn thing. Like the objective is worse than pushing. It's worse than doing camps. It's like the worst thing on the map. The objective on Hanamura is just way too weak. It's like worse than one samurai camp, uncontested. What the? My headset shut me off, dude. He's like, my headset's like, you're done. I was done though. You're not wrong. Okay, that's it. Yeah, no more. That is the patch notes, first impressions. There you have it, chat. Hope you enjoyed. Probably put this on YouTube too. That is what I think. First impressions. I obviously haven't tried everything yet. Still a lot of stuff that I'm gonna need to try. Put this on YouTube? Yeah, we will. We will. Yeah, you guys can get your high YouTubes out. Now we need part two? What do you mean part two? You mean like after I try everything? Yeah, maybe I'll do something in like a couple weeks after I'm more confident in all the changes. Patch notes that I would make? Dude, I'm so tired right now. I can't think. Maybe another day. Maybe we'll do that another day. Totem was moved away from cleanse. Oh, is it on level 4 now or something? Hold on, let me check Rhaegar real fast. Oh shit, it's on level 4 now. This is really good on level 4. Wow, that changes everything. I think this is the best talent on level 4 now. That's that's because Rhaegar's level 4 is always like his shitty talent tier. That's really good. Okay, you might Totem Rhaegar might become the norm then. I could totally see you Totem 1, Totem 4. And I think that's really strong. You get 2 totems by level 4. Slow is 50. Damn, I wish I played that build now. I want to try that build. I think that can be really strong. Okay, that's true. It's not really his weak talent tier, but it's like his mana talent tier. That's true. You will run if you go for this. GG, Master Lily, GG. You will go eventually if you go for this, but this makes your CC so much better. That's nice. I like that change. You can choose between CC and sustain at 4 now. That's good. Alright, well, there you have it, chat. There you have it. That's my analysis. We're gonna call it here for now for the Storm League, though. We'll be back tomorrow and go with the S heroes. Might play like one game of auto chess before I log off. So if you want to stay tuned for that, feel free.